or worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Brown goes in motion left. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A gain of 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. In motion right, Campbell. They go play action with Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work the 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Very nice run there. And when you think of the term complete back, Bijan Robinson is one of the first guys that comes to mind. He's coming off an impressive rookie season, but the scary part for NFL defenses, he's just scratching the surface.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6. $11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. Past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. It's gained 25 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Cousins now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Cousins. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7. The man in motion is Brown. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they're currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9. Play action now. Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Nifty move. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now back to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A gain of 22.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on it. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Graham. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's ball. And he goes down. The lead for a goal is inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 60 yards. And the Eagles are Elliott on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Defense, 1 stop.
On play action, Cousins. This pass is caught by London. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And even 150 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 7. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And London, the motion man right. Cousins to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And let's not forget, there were some scouts who believed Carter was the best defensive player in last year's draft. Heck, there were scouts who thought he was the best player overall in last year's draft. And he recorded an impressive 6 sacks in his rookie year. And truth be told, that number doesn't tell half the story of just how dominant he can be.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This to make it a 3-score game late. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place